Hello, I'm Alex. I'm the Devil's Advocate. Thank you for clicking on this video. I talk about movies, TV, video games, whatever I want on this channel. And today is a special day because South Park aired last night, which I don't think they've ever aired not on a Wednesday in its entire existence. Correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. But it was the Halloween episode of this season, 27 on South Park. I'd also point out that it also might be the 28th season because that's what it says on IMDb. That's what it said on Spectrum where I watched it last night. This is episode 3 of season 28 rather than episode 7 of season 27. I don't know. That's weird. I'm looking at the Reddit right now, and people are confused about, like, why were there only 5 episodes in season 27, and you can do another 5 for 28, and it's all, like, this in the same run, in the same year? People theorizing they didn't want an episode 6 or an episode 7 because of the 6-7 joke in episode 6 and 5. No, episode 6 was last week. Or 2 weeks ago. So maybe that's the reason. I have no idea. But regardless, I'm going to refer to it as episode 7 of season 27. Anyways, it's the Halloween episode. There's really only 2 storylines going on at the same time. The main one being Trump and Satan and them tearing down the East Wing of the White House. Satan thinks it's for a nursery for the baby. Trump is making the ballroom that real life Trump wants to make.
You said all this remodeling was for the baby, not to make room for more of your stupid parties. Hey, relax, guy!
And the B story, which I will touch on, is Stan, Marsh, and Randy. Randy, they're driving around in the car after him getting picked up from school. Randy's like, you know, we live in a motel, or Stan's like, we live in a motel. It's embarrassing. Like, and Randy's like, I know, we all miss integrity. And Stan's like, no, we don't. This was a very meta, heavy episode, especially in this B plot here. Stan is like, it sucks now. I don't want to live in a motel. And Randy's like, well, good news. We're not living in the motel. We're moving in with Grandpa at the retirement home. So they move into Grandpa's room at the retirement home, and Stan's at his wit's end. He can't do it anymore. He makes a viral video with Kyle and Kenny that South Park sucks now. Like, the town sucks because it's gotten too political. So, very meta. Clearly, they've been scanning the Reddit and online discourse around South Park. People say it's gotten too political and it sucks, and we miss when the boys would just kind of hang out and do stuff on their own. He even points out, like, Kenny hasn't said anything in 4 months, and then Kenny's like, well, what am I supposed to say? He's like, see, he doesn't even know. Like, Kenny doesn't do anything. We don't do anything together anymore.
South Park sucks now, so please like and subscribe, smash the button, upvote, whatever the hell you need to do, because together we can make a difference.
So this is what their plot is. And because the video went viral, Stan decides, oh, cool, we got a lot of people paying attention to us. Let's launch a meme coin called South Park Sucks Now coin.
Introducing the South Park Sucks Now cryptocurrency coin. This digital meme token is your way to be a part of the fastest growing community in America.
Are trying to get, basically just bilk people out of money, which is what crypto is, especially meme coins. And the way I know that people aren't getting the joke is I live tweeted it last night, and the most responses on a tweet was the tweet that mentioned meme coin by a bunch of accounts that are trying to be like, well, I just launched the new South Park Sucks Now meme coin, come buy it, blah 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 blah. So clearly they knew this would happen. I don't know if they actually own a meme coin and they're gonna make a bunch of money, or if they're just like, whatever, let some asshole fucking try and start this and do it themselves. So they have to get financial advice and someone who knows money and knows how to deal with it. So they call up Kyle's cousin Kyle, and he's big. And I love Kyle's cousin Kyle. I love that he popped up in this episode. His plan is to go to the White House and ask for favors from Trump to be able to sell the meme coin and whatnot. So that's the B plot. The A plot is that by tearing down the east wing of the White House, they've unleashed some kind of unholy spirit that's been tormenting poor Trump the whole time. And it's the title of the episode, The Woman in the Hat, who is clearly Melania Trump. So she's like in the corner, like the fucking nun in the Conjuring movies, and like popping in and out and spooking everybody, including Pam Bondi, who features in this episode heavily. And Pam Bondi, the running joke with her is that she's a brown noser, so she's constantly has human shit on her nose.
Pam?
And we are honored to be.
Pam, sorry. You got a little shit on your nose there.
Oh,
do I?
So yeah, Pam Bondi has literal human shit on her nose because she's been brown-nosing Trump so much. But they don't know what it is. They don't know where this shit is coming from. They think it's possibly due to the spooky ghost who's showing up. Trump is very nervous about this ghost. And, you know, we're still on the plot of, it's been exposed. I think Stephen Miller is the one who's like, someone is trying to make sure that this baby isn't born. That Satan's baby isn't born. Satan's butt baby isn't born.
Someone might be trying to stop your baby from being born. What? Who?
Hey, relax, guys.
And, of course, we know that J.D. Vance is working with Peter Thiel and I think Stephen Miller to stop the Antichrist from being born, whereas Pam Bondi, it's J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel working together, but also Donald Trump doesn't want the baby to be born because he doesn't want attention taken away from him. He's just doing it out of narcissism. They call in paranormal investigators to the White House, who I think are kind of modeled after like Ed and Lorraine Warren from the Conjuring movies, something like that, or just like generic kind of paranormal investigators. And they come in and they take a sample of the rectoplasm from Pam Bondi's nose and they put it under a microscope. And they're like, oh, this is like this percentage of Filet-O-Fish. And Trump goes, oh my God, I had Filet-O-Fish for breakfast this morning. And they go, it's this percent Taco Bell. And he says, oh my God, I had Taco Bell for lunch today. That's crazy. And he goes, and it's also got this percentage of whoever shitted this out's own shit. And Trump's like, oh my God, I cut himself off. I ate my own shit. So once that happens, we then cut to Fox News. And this has been a running gag all season. And it's so fucking hilarious. Every time they cut to Fox News, it's like a breaking alert. And they go like, Fox News, super alert. They just do the crazy voice for it. And they use Fox News in this episode to be like, and these paranormal investigators have been arrested and indicted on charges of spreading lies and fake news, and they've been arrested and put in jail for 10 years. Because, one, Trump is just locking up whoever he wants to lock up, this administration, when it comes to ICE protests or whatever. Cata Gazella in Chicago has a federal indictment for protesting ICE. And just bilking, eschewing responsibility. Right? They invited the investigators. They wanted results. They didn't like the results, so they had them arrested. Much like how Trump is firing people for putting out accurate job numbers or just saying, hey, we're not going to put out job numbers anymore because it makes us look bad. Same thing he said during COVID when he was president. Don't put out COVID numbers anymore, and then it won't look so bad. It's just the blatant corruption of this administration. So, the end of the episode, Kyle's cousin Kyle does go to the White House and is invited in by Stephen Miller. They're doing a seance. He's there to meet Don Jr., who is, of course, the person in charge at the White House of the crypto stuff and, like, screwing people out of money. And when Pam Bondi is like, there's a liar at this table, there's deception at this table.
Maybe we should stop this. No, I want to hear what it has to say. Epstein. No, you're right. Let's stop this.
J.D. Vance says, oh, she's not possessed. She's just brown nosing because she wants my job, which I think is an interesting theory that I have not heard bandied about. That Pam Bondi is aiming for vice president. Maybe I could see it happening. But Kyle's cousin Kyle feels guilty, thinks it's about him, confesses, says, yes, I brought in these papers to get signed because we wanted to launch a meme coin. Really, crypto was only there for the rich to get richer and to screw hardworking people out of their money. I'm so sorry, evil spirit, please don't punish me. Or please don't punish us. And they all quietly just look at him. And then we cut to Fox News. And Fox News alert! And Kyle's cousin Kyle is being arrested on charges of fraud and going to jail for 10 years. Much like Sam Altman. Or was it Sam Altman? It was the Bitcoin guy. I don't know. There was several of these crypto people have been put in jail. It's hard to keep track. But again, it kind of ends with, like, you know, the boys, Stan and Kenny, are trying to sell this meme coin, and it's like at the peak price, and it's only starting to go down. So they're frantically calling up Kyle's cousin Kyle to be like, "Hey man, did you get the deal from the FCC or the White House to let us sell this coin?" And he's not answering because he's at the seance and he's being charged and put in jail. So they don't get to sell the coin. Stan has to go back living with at his grandpa's retirement home. And the episode kind of ends just on a somber note, a shot of the White House being torn apart. Yeah, I mean, this whole season is kind of like somber and everyone's selling out. Like Jesus sold out the last episode. PC Principal is already sold out, and now he's Power Christian Principal. Stan here was trying to sell out, and Kyle was like, "I'm not gonna be part of this. I can't." And Kyle and Stan just keep saying, like, "This is the world we live in. Look, Kenny's doing something now. He's in the episode. Like he's helping out. He's like, yeah, I'm doing something." But yeah, it's everyone's. The whole theme of this season is this is how the world is now, and it sucks. We fucking hate it. We want it to not be like this anymore. Please, for the love of God, give us some fucking hope. Because this is a very nihilistic season so far. But yeah, this was episode 7 of season 27, or episode 3 of season 28, apparently, of South Park. Let me know if you watched it last night, what you think about it in the comments down below. What do you think of this whole season of South Park? I also have some other videos on my channel. 5 movies to watch for Halloween, a Scream 7 trailer reaction, and all kinds of fun stuff. So go poking around my channel for more videos and reviews I have a review of every episode this season. And yeah, let me know what you think of South Park. Does it suck now? Did you buy the coin? Do you want to see the Antichrist born or not? Do you think Towelie is going to get out of the White House because he was used to scrub in between Trump's balls this episode? Do you think Jesus will be reformed? Do you think they will try to end with a hopeful note? Or are they just going to be like, this is nihilism, this is where we are, we're black-pilled, that's it. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Alex from the Devil's Advocate Productions. Love you. Have a happy Halloween weekend.